Today we're gonna go over leg locks, all right? So just give you a little background. I've been doing leg locks since 1997. And that's when they were considered evil and not real jiu-jitsu and all that other fun stuff. But I came from that background and that's what we did. And we had games we used to play back then with them, like old school, I don't know if I'm dating myself, like remember the Pancras days? They would wear the boots and everything, and they get in that double type leg entanglement thing. That was like an old iteration of these type of games. And then we got more and more, and then the way we trained them was we just grabbed them and ripped them. And somehow my knees and ankles are still good. I don't know how that happened. That was just luck. Maybe tapping early, which is always a good thing. Just remember when you're training, and I sometimes used to have a really bad habit of not tapping to things, right? Just to see how far I could go. And ego comes in and all that other fun stuff. But I would say tap early and often with stuff like this. And that's with everything. Like people, the leg locks you're gonna get everybody broken. I think there's more injuries from Kimuras and things like that, or neck cranks, or just anything, falling, whatever. Leg locks is just kind of hurts because you can't walk as well, right? So I like to teach from the defensive perspective first. I like to go cue defense first, and then the offense will adapt, but I want that defender, especially in the leg locks, to know that where the defense comes from, right? Because, and I've done this style of system over the last couple years with gi people that have never touched the leg, or if you touch their feet, they're done, right? I've done it with brand new white belts. I've done it in a room of 60 people I've never met, and I had no idea what their rank was, and everybody came out good, and I got super positive feedback from it, so it makes me just keep going this way. So I believe the more comfortable you are in any situation, that's where you're gonna gain that knowledge, and that's how you're gonna get better at it. So it's all about getting comfortable, right? Yeah, being mounted when you're new is like one of the worst things in the world. Claustrophobia, I got people come in, they're marathon runners, oh, I got gas tank, I got this. You mount them for a minute and everything's gone, because they're just not comfortable, they're not used to that. So in the leg game, to me, it's about getting comfortable, right? And I like to use any Star Wars geeks here? All right, oh, no, come on, that's it? My goodness. So what does fear lead to? No, well, fear leads to anger, right? Anger leads to what? Hate. And to me, hate leads to blown out knees. So we want to get comfortable with this. So we want to take away the fear of them and actually what we do. So with a lot of submissions, I like to start from the end stage or a step back from that, and I'll put you in the worst position first, and I'll give you a couple things to look for, a couple tasks, couple goals for each person, and then we could kind of build off that. And it really, it makes people go from tapping to their feet to like, oh, I'm pretty good. Like I've had buddies come up to me, hey man, I'm a gi player, and before I want to get my black belt and stuff, I want to be able to do some leg locks, like, and not feel like I don't know anything. And they go, I just want to know some defense on them. I go, all right. Then we start playing, doing some games, they learn defense. Then they come back next session. Hey, I kind of want to be able to get out completely. All right, cool, then they do that. Hey, you know, I kind of want to learn some entries. But they're actually learning it in it, and then they start connecting these things, and now they're heel hooking people, and they're actually putting their leg in. They're doing things like that, because what did they do? They got comfortable in it. And that's what we're doing here, right? We just want to get comfortable in these situations. So let's grab, well, I was going to grab Remy, but you got a tape on your foot. All right, yeah, I don't want super long legs. So, all right, so we're actually going to we're going to go from whatever name you want to call it, saddle, outside, whatever, you know, inside ashi, this doesn't matter. So we're just going to, can everybody set this position up, right? So we got feet on the inside. We're going over here. This is cross ashi, saddle, 4-on-1, 10 plan, what do you guys call it? I don't know. Honey hole. Yeah, honey hole, I never used that one, yeah. So we got this position here. So I want to control so we're trying to explode the knee, right? In the nicest terms, you know. So what do we need to do? We need to control the joints above and below. That's the basis of all these things. So I want to focus on controlling this joint up here. I want to control the hip, right? And then obviously the end of the lever will be the toes, right? So, but this is in the heel hook end range right here. And then I'm going to make it even harder for you, for this person. I'm going to grab this, any grip you want. I don't care. Organize your legs any way you want. Our bodies are not talking about autonomy and all that type of stuff like this. Organize any way you want, because my details don't matter to you, right? You don't have my legs, my experience, or the things I want. You have different things, right? So you're going to organize different ways. Sometimes I hold like this, then they pull their leg out, then I got to adjust. I got to do different things. I'm just going to grab a grip like this. So this is like an ankle lock grip, okay? So for reason ankle locks work is capturing the toes back here. So I want you to just put the boot on. So this, I'm gonna give you two positions, the boot, and I'm gonna give you ballerina toes. So this one's ballerina toes. So you got two positions, extreme this way, extreme this way. Floppy feet get snapped off, all right? So you don't want floppy feet. Floppy feet are not good, right? So I'm gonna give you this boot grip, and I'm gonna give you ballerina toe in this position, and all my job is to keep staying attached to this hip and control this position. Move him around and control this position. He's gonna hand fight, try to free his foot, and I have to keep collecting that thing back while he tries to focus on ballerina toes or either way he wants. Just strong feet. I like strong feet, right? That sounded weird. Anyway, all right, so I'm going in this position, I'm moving around, and this is just the first game. Just in, he's trying to fool, he gets escape, boom, that's it. If I don't get it after a couple seconds, boom, push on my knee, get free your hip, that's it, any way you can, all right? Try to focus on going that way, all right? Because in the Costanza-led approach, if I want to turn his heel this way and break it, he's naturally going to go the other way. Just do the opposite, right? That's what we're doing. We're doing the opposite of what you want. Okay, I want to turn you this way to expose your heel, so you're going to turn that way to not expose your heel. Very simple. Simple concepts, this and that. But this, we're not grabbing heel hooks or anything. We're just controlling. Learn how to control. You can do feet this way, play with all the formations. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Don't listen to all the Fanatics DVDs where it matters where you put them. It just doesn't. That works for them. And it may be good, but that's not the goal of this, okay? So get in your, whatever you want to call it, your entanglement, your ashi something, your garami whatever, and we're gonna go for there. So grab your partner, play around in this game, and just control it, hand fight, and free your knee line. And then keep trying to gather that second leg. Give me that thing. This is my leg now, right? This is mine. Uh-oh, okay, he's out. Good, let's go. Grab a partner, let's go. No clap, very good. Let's go. I'm anti-clap, but sometimes I am. Sometimes I do the tomahawk clap. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Today you get to go harder, you get to go 62%. Let's go. Good. And if you get stuck in a position, just keep moving. Let's keep it a little continuous and fun. Flip up and down. Yep, once you escape, go to the other person. And if nobody escapes in the whole round, then I'll just have you switch. Yep, he's out. Let's not go all the way up to the top and all that. Let's not get all the way to the feet. Just free the knee line and let's stay on the ground. Let's stay on the ground. Good, play in this range. Very important to collect that second leg. Collecting the second leg is always a big thing. Even in takedowns, even in sweeps, just collect the second leg. Good, nice. Oh, look at that, inverting, spinning. Good. Fight those hands, fight that knee line. Just get your knee line out of there. So if they're getting their knee line out, that means you got to keep staying connected to the hip. You got to stay connected to the hip. Good. Let's just play, explore the space. Explore the space. If you're really good at holding the person, try a different way to hold them, right? Let's get some different type of repetition without repetition here. Good. Yeah, spin away, not spin into. Don't spin into blown out knee. Not on my watch. Good. I'm glad I did this class because Scott apparently killed everybody. A little bit. But they had fun. Right, Scott? They had fun. Oh, Texas Cloverleaf emerged. Don't be cheating. Good. There was no subs in this one. Okay. That's it. We'll throw you out of here so fast. Good. Beautiful. Has everybody got to do both of them, though? Has anybody held it for the whole round? Good. All right, break. Good. My internal timer went off. Sidebar thought, with this training and with the leg locks in general, you notice how quickly when the meta appeared of leg locks, it was like, oh no, what's happening? And then it got the arc went so fast, and everybody got really good really fast. And I believe because the nature of legs, we're hooked hip to hip, so you could go from offense to getting heel hooked so fast, right? So this is perfect in the CLA approach, ecological, whatever you want to use, because the repetition without repetition is just ingrained in there. You can't trade arm lock for arm lock because you have to isolate the upper body, break through everything. You're not going arm lock to arm lock, it doesn't work. But in this stage, in the leg game, trust me, you will get fast, you get good at this stuff pretty fast. It's not a joke. You see it. People could rep out this stuff and do it the traditional way and still get pretty good at it because they're always playing at it. And when they start sparring with each other, they're going leg for leg. But then what happened? The seductive nature of leg locks allowed everybody to stay there forever, and then nobody wanted to get up anymore, right? And then the butt scooters took over even more, right? But I am a butt scooter also most of the time. But I play it other ways too. So now we're gonna just add on to that. So we're gonna start same position. Give me this thing right here. So we start in this position here. Now, we're looking for heel hooks. I don't care if you got a weird Aoki or any other type of lock on this. I just want the boot grip to be there just so you know it's there, but do not attack this leg. This is just a control leg. The secondary leg, the control leg. This is actually the more important leg. In the old days it wasn't. People were getting them out of nowhere. It was funny, I was watching like old Gary Tonin matches, and he's battling a guy, he's looking for the second leg, and the dude's heels is sitting there like this, and he's like, okay, that was easy, right? The easy button got attacked. So we got in here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play the same game, same exact situation for him, right? But now my job right here is eventually I wanna capture the toes, but I can only use one arm. So at some point, and we're just gonna do, all you gotta get is a false grip. This is a win right here. So notice how his heels turn this way towards me. Easy false grip. Now practice your ballerina. No, you don't even just do ballerina toes anywhere. Little harder. Now turn it. Little harder. Little harder. Now he's gone. All right? So really sell out on the ballerina toes. Okay? Because that's the goal here. Well, I'm just trying to, and if you get that catch and you get that heel, stop it. I don't want taps, anything. Just stop. This is not a loss. This does not count on your record. It doesn't go on your Instagram profile or anything. This is just training. This is a learning opportunity. We have to understand that. This is how you're gonna get better at it. Not tapping and training to these things or fighting through them, it doesn't make you that much better, and it's probably gonna hurt you, all right? So get that false grip and then be done. What's nice about it is he still has options to escape, which is what the thing is where you need that second leg. It's really hard for me to control this second leg and capture a heel hook. You have to get rid of it eventually. You can come up with all different ways to hold this and pass it. Eventually I have to let go, and then there goes the heel, right? And now it's gone. All right? So play that game. Look for the false grip. Don't sell out on it, please. Do not be the bad person here, all right? Everybody got the rules? All the game? Let's do a clap. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's go. Woo, nice. Good job. Cleared the knee line. That's it. Good. No taps. You should be letting go before that. And if you get it and they don't recognize it, just let it go, please. Just let it go, please, if you can't. Ballerina toe hard. You can push your toes harder. Do or do not. There is no try. Another Star Wars reference. Jeff's waiting for that growing pains reference. Good ballerina toe, good. Actually, hold up, break 1 second. I generally don't like to do this, but I'm gonna do it. All right, can we real quick? Remember I was telling you the ballerina toe this way? Just for fun, I want you to play with karate side kick, Van Damme side kick. People think, oh, this is gonna get your heel exposed. Try to, now really hook that. I'm gonna try to dig under that thing. I cannot dig under it. Then if I do break the structure, it goes what? To ballerina, and then you go. So play with the side kick. This is not the side kick. Floppy feet's not side kick. Man, you go hard, man. And that calf starts burning. So you got two extremes. We playing the extremes here. All right, good. We're going near the hair, or here, play with it. This might get you caught more, but it offers you different affordances. There we go. Let's go. Bring it in. Yeah, but no, side kick. Yes, karate side kick, Van Damme. I think some guy calls it karate foot, the guy who came up with it. Let's go. Good, so two extremes. Two extremes. Ballerina, karate foot. Dig that heel. Just one hand. Just one hand. Good, he's playing with that leg. Jeff ain't messing with that leg. Fight those hands. There you go. Get those grips. Remember, we're still grippling. We're still grippling. We didn't give up on it. Good. Ballerina toe or curl into toes, the other way. Two extremes. As Vanilla Ice once said, to the extreme, or like a vandal. Let's go. Everybody is doing beautiful. I don't know if you could break Scott's karate foot. That's some good fun stuff emerging over here. That's some good stuff. Remember, straight legs are easier to pull out than bent legs. All right? Maybe that's physics, I'm not sure. I'm just a grappler. Let's go. Straight legs. Nice. And you almost created an inside spin reverse De La Riva move, and it almost emerged. Almost emerged. Good, break. All right. I generally, on all, just a little coaching tip, I generally always like to focus on the positives of what people are doing and don't even want to even address the negative stuff because that stuff might go away. The positives are what we're highlighting here, right? Good positive environment, and you actually get it and you're like, wow, I'm actually doing really well. And it's not like fake positivity. Like I'm seeing good stuff. Like it looks great already. I'm not sure the level here. Some people higher than others, and that's great. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go, I'm gonna show you something here. So now, there's like two type of guarded situations, or three with the half. So there's inside positioning, and then there's outside positioning, right? So, and then there's the mixed half guard and all that other shit, but in a double seated type thing. So this is the inside position. So this inside position offers me more control of the leg and protects my feet. But what is it harder to do from inside position, you think?
Expose the heel.
Speak up.
Expose the heel.
There you go. Exposing the heel is much harder because I only have so much I can get around that leg, and I have to start inverting and spinning and getting real funky and creative. So now we're just gonna adjust our feet, and we're just gonna go to a outside base guard. We're just gonna put a foot here and a foot here. So you're almost like in a 50-50. This is called 90-10, outside senkaku, whatever you want to call it. It's just outside base guard. It's just a different leg entanglement. So all the rules apply. Hook onto the hip as much as I can. And control the secondary leg. You can control it any way you want. Now you notice, what does this afford me to do? The ability to rotate around the knee. The ability to expose the heel more. But I lose more, a little less, I have less control. It's harder to control the leg. So you understand where you are in these things. You could switch them easily, right? Real simple. This is just an easy switch, which we're gonna get into. I'm teaching this in a seminar type format, and I don't know the level here, and like I'm saying, I don't want people getting their shit broken off, you know? So I'm just giving you these little things here, all right, in this environment. If it's a class structure, it might be a little different. So we're just gonna take our feet, and we're just gonna move here. It still obliges all the rules of guard, right? Keeping them away, controlling distance, controlling the hip, try to come towards me for, see, I got my foot right there to keep him away. Here I can't, he can hand fight more. This outside gives me a little more, right? So now I'm controlling that second leg any way I can. Grab it, hold it here. You're gonna play the same game. You have the same job always. You're on defense, you're in a bad spot right here. You're not looking for your stuff yet. Right? So you're trying to still do the same ballerina toes, hiding the heel. Now I have the ability now to try to expose the heel and catch this position. This one I want you to be super careful with, all right? But play, control the leg, primary job, control the leg. So we go here. Now I want to go, try to get that heel, and keep hiding it. There you go. Now he's clearing feet, clearing knee lines, and going. Same game, he has to break the connections. He has to get his leg straight. Just, it's a tougher job for him now because I can follow him and I can rotate around his knee, right? I could get a knee bar in there. I'm just able to rotate now, but I lost control. Harder to control, more exposure. You're always giving and taking on these things, right? And you got to understand where you are in the game sometimes, all right? So does everybody have any questions on the positioning start? So you can start the same one. Just take your feet like this. If it's like this and they're floppy, and now like start moving my feet around. All right, okay. So I better tighten everything up, all right? And even here, strong feet here. You let your feet get floppy and you start doing those weird, what's that move called? Yeah, one of these things. I got caught with one of these one time. I'm like, oh, that's bad, I got floppy feet. Now even here, I'm almost like this. Now go for it.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, tough, right? That's my years of karate. That's my black belt coming out in my karate side. Man, I was so good at that, man. I just hold that thing out there forever, like this. No. All right, grab your partner. We started in the 90-10. Let's give the tomahawk chop. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's go. Now you can really dig under there and rotate. Give me that purple belt invert. Give me the purple vert. Good. Good. Push away on the knee line. Free the knee. Push away on the legs. Make sure you're grippling. Make sure you're fighting. If your hands are on the mat, they're not on him or her. If your hands are on the mat, they're not on the person. Good. They should be doing something. You all right, Jeff? Yeah. Hands should always be working. Hands should always be working. Good. Yeah. Hands should be working. What?
Can I pass to other entanglements?
No, you're just escaping. We're going to do that after. Yeah. We're going to do that after. Valerie, don't get floppy. Don't be floppy. No floppy feet. Floppy fleet. Floppy fleet. Floppy fleet. Good. I love Sunday. Floppy fleet Sunday. Good. Good. Hide that thing. You're hiding in plain sight. Good. Break, because we're going to add on to this. So I'm trying to give you the shotgun approach, you know. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not giving you 6 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever. I'm just, I'm letting you explore and play. All right? Oh, I'm all about the play. All right. So now we're going to back that. We're going to back it up. So this is 90-10. All right. So I'm in control. I should be, right? But it could change quickly. obviously. You know, then as you keep going down the line, it gets a little more 80-20. We're just gonna go 50-50, okay? So, one of the things I see a problem with people when they play 50-50 and they're learning, they get in this 50-50, what do? They both lock up their feet and they go like this, and like, you're not getting my stuff. You're basically giving them your heel eventually. Eventually you will get to that heel, right? And then we go super crazy and we go shootout style, and you break yours and we're like, woo! And then we're like, who's gonna snap first? I got a lot of buddies that love this, and I'll never play 50-50 with them. I'm always looking to upgrade the position. So we're gonna start with, so I want you to play, you cannot cross your feet this way. You can cross them out if you want. I just don't want you to go into this position and lock it down. We're not in the worlds where we're battling 50-50 for the sweep and the gi, right? That's what we're doing. So I want open legs like this, but I still want you to focus on your ballerina toe first here, and then you're gonna battle to upgrade to the position. We're not looking for the heel, you're looking to get around the hip, get closer to the hip, our hips are kind of far, so now we battle, we're trying to upgrade and go across to upgrade our position, all right? So we start, go, focus on the leg, yep, that's me, I won. I got it. If you get the heel, if you get the false grip, you win too. So you should be working on defense first, go. I won, upgraded position, okay? Everybody got the game?
Sorry, just clarifying. So it's false grip or upgrade?
Yeah, if they give you the heel, just grab it and be like, bro, you just gave me my heel. Yeah, so there you go. That's it. We'll add that win condition. We put it in there.
Clarify what the upgraded position is.
Upgraded position would be moving closer to the hip and coming across the body. So now, whose heel is more exposed? His heel is. My heel's not as exposed. But if I stay here with it, it's still exposed. So I don't want the heel exposure to be the thing. So we're ready to go. We fight the hands. My heel's still ballerina toed. I'm looking to get around the hip. Now he's winning. He's starting to win. He won. He upgraded because I have no ability to attack this feet. And he has the ability to win. Okay? All right, everybody got it? Sound good? 1, 2, 3. There we go. I go no clap because I think it's sometimes silly and it loses its value when you do it all the time, because people go on to and they do this. Then I take it away and then I introduce it back into the system.
Well, here's something embarrassing. I think about, all right, good work, guys. I'm going to talk about myself.
Yeah.
I've been doing this so long, I can't stop.
Yeah.
I don't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
Try to get closer to the hip, up the body. Move up the hip, which equals more control. Good battles. Nice. I love this. That's the best when you grab it, you give them the look. Grab and look. Do the grab and look. That's it.
Just across your butt. Yeah.
Grab and look.
So I want to get closer.
I don't think I heard any pops yet, so I think I'm doing good. Good. He's giving you the free upgrade. There you go, good. Get around that hip. There you go, get around that hip. Hey. This is like a butt scooter heaven right here. I love it. Why would you ever get off your butt if you could just do this all the time? Yeah. Beautiful, thank you. All right, good, let's bring it back in. So, what's really cool, and what's funny part is if you're in like a saddle, or it doesn't matter if you're in a saddle, a cross ashi, 50-50, 90-10, his job is still going to be the same. So he's not going to get lost. He could just be like, I'm going to give my legs all day, and I could just do this. And trust me, your defense on it will get much better. And then what happens to me? My offense has to adapt. Like the days of just getting one leg and just going like this, those days are few and far between. You still get some, right? But somebody who knows what they're doing, you're in this time, so you better get that secondary leg, right? That position. So what we did, what's funny is sometimes we do 50-50 here. If you're going on defense, just point your leg super straight on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. And then it ends up like this. And you're just like, you don't want to give that heel, right? And that's what it ends up, but that's good. And now I can actually rotate through and start upgrading my position. Or you can even start, I'm sure some of you are playing, and then you're starting to switch to this position, right? It just adds in, but I'm still getting closer to that hip every time. I'm upgrading, right? So now we've been backing out from those positions. 50-50 is more 50-50, right? So now we're gonna go to the super butt scooter dream. The double, yes, right here. Oh man, this would be a good logo, right? The silhouette logo right here, right? This would be a great one. And we're like, this is the real stuff right here. Yes, inverting and rolling in this stuff. So we're gonna start in this 50-50 of the double butt scoop position. So it's one in, one out, both ankles, whatever control. Now I wanna attach to any leg entanglement or any hip leg entanglement you want, but you have to get to the hip. You know, we're not going to count if you wrap up the guy's knee with a weird one. You're like, I got that leg entanglement. No, we want to focus on the hip. All right, hip to hip. So we're going to go here. This is where all the hand fighting comes in. This play, you're just going to get to that person still, and then try to hold that really strong one you want, or transition it, and then boom, we break apart and we restart again. So control that hip as much as you can. So play in this position. So ready, go. You can start, yeah, he's already pummeling. Look, even for the outside, I'm still just straightening that thing. Now, no hip control yet. I'm fighting him. Look, I'm using my hands. My hands are still working. Uh-oh, starting to get one. Good, nice. Work on your, yep, uh-oh. Good, get to it. Upgrade it, there you go, boom. All right, stay there, he won. All right, everybody got the game? So it's gonna be continuous through till you get to that hip condition, all right? You keep going, hand fight still. Hands on the mat, when they're not doing anything. Put them on the person, put them on the thing, move them. See, I was using my hands there. Just like when you're passing guard, you're opening, because it's guarded situations. We're opening legs, controlling that, and that's how I could get into those things, get into those positions. Pummel in, pummel out. Just play with it, all right? Everybody got it? On 3, oh no.
Is one person looking for a false grip and one person looking to defend?
We're not going for subs. It's just to get control of the hip as long as you can.
Okay.
3-second, super good hip control.
Either person.
Either person.
Got it.
Both the same goal. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's go. Building that comfort. Old school 80s sitcom, Too Close for Comfort. There we go. Here's an 80s reference. I don't think it worked on anybody in here. Good. Keep going. Nice. Good control. Good. Good. Nice double outside, right? Is that what they call it?
I think so.
Double outside, some ashi something.
I think it's sashimi salami.
Ashi salami garama. Good. Nice. Oh man. Right now, all the wrestlers are crying. A tear in their eyes. Beautiful. Keep pummeling. Oh, yeah. Those count too. Side kicks to the head count. Yes. By any means necessary. Woo! Nice. Look at that. Nice. Good job. Good. Okay. Now you can add in the false grip. Continuous. Catch and look. Grab and look. No pops. Good.
You ever heard of finger
Whoa, finger guns?
If you get on the heel, you go.
Yeah, there you go. You could go finger guns. You could go finger guns. I like it. Finger guns are fun. Good. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Remember, your hands can break those connections. Good. Good break. Beautiful. Woo. All right. I like it. So hopefully, is anybody broken yet? Anything pop yet? A little bit? Yeah, just a little. Yeah, pre-pops. You came in pre-popped. I'm not taking credit for that pop. All right. So now we're going to take this game and we're going to make it a little more fun. Because what was my class yesterday was a just stand up, right? You do not have to accept the bottom, right? You just don't have to, okay? So now we're gonna go, so we're gonna add this in. Same game, try to get to the hip and all that stuff. But anytime you feel you can and retrieve, if you could stand up, you win. But he could still attack to get to a leg entanglement. So guess what's gonna start emerging? Entries, getting it, creating it, it'll start organically emerging. So you don't have to necessarily teach all the super cool entries because these will start happening. Some of them are already kind of happening, as you see. So now we're playing here, and just work me a little bit because I'm old. All right, so we're doing this thing. Oh, now I'm seeing it. He's here, he wins. So if he gets away, he wins. All right, boom, that's a good one. All right, now we're down, we're playing again. Because he didn't have to accept it. I didn't control him. He didn't have to sit on his butt for me. All right, so now we're going in and playing again. Oh, if he starts standing, he's got to get that bottom leg. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I got the hip right here. Now I won because I still control this hip. That entry was just hook onto the hip. That's all it was. It doesn't need a name. It doesn't need a whatever. So now we're kind of backing out even more variability, and then adding things are getting added on. Just organically, they're adding in. So does everybody got the game? So it's either battle in this position or get up, all right? And then stop once they get to their feet and up and they're out of the leg. So break those entanglements. Break all those things off, all right?
So is it one person is get up?
No, both of you. You both have so if we go like this and we both try to stand, this is a fun leg game we play. This is called just get up game. Right here, where we out the legs and we just go from here. Try to stand. It's not as easy as you think. Go. Because that's his bottom leg. He's never going to get up because I have his bottom leg. Now you got to switch to your other bottom leg. Now you're going to be able to get up, right? So the little strategies start coming. These people that try to jump up and then they go right back down to their feet. You start understanding where you need to move that bottom leg. Just like when I was doing the guard game and the passing with the get up, you better control that bottom leg or he's going to get up all day. And if you control this bottom leg, he switches to this bottom leg. That's where the little games start happening, and you'll start understanding that.
So if you entangle once he stands up, you have to break him down. Right?
No, well, you play. You know the partner you're with. Sometimes I'm a little loose on things like that. If you could break him down in a nice way, just do it. Or just hold the hip, you know. Top person's not trying to smash through this and that. Like I'm saying, it's Sunday. You know, Sunday fun day. All right, everybody got it? On 3, 1, 2, 3. Woo! Let's go. Yep, grab and look, good. That's it, he got you, good. Down goes Scott. Down goes Scott. Woo! You all right? Got hit in the head? Take a headshot? You all right? All right. You don't have to keep going if you don't want to. All right, good. The stand-up adds a whole new element to this butt scooting madness. Change the environment, change the organism. I think that's something. Yeah, or you could get me super correcting them. There you go. Oh, he's getting up. You're done. Oh. Use your hands. Free that knee line. Makes it easier to get up. I'm seeing some nice. Remember, you're starting from the double butt scoot. We start even. Nice. There was some good single leg X going on and switching X in and reversing and all that stuff. Nice. Are people getting tired playing legs? It's usually a good cardio supplement. You know, you can do it a little longer. I think as soon as they start standing up, the gas tank goes, swoosh. Yeah. I love how everybody's playing with their legs open. They're not just locking their feet down. That just delays the inevitable. Good, break. You know what, we can add another condition on this too. I was just thinking, not out loud, but inside my head. And I was just thinking here, how about if we do this? This is, I do this in my class sometimes where I just start looking at stuff and I just yell out, you know, new game alert, you know, and get everybody into it and say, hey, let's just see how this kind of works. All right, so we're gonna take this, we're gonna add a third win condition. If you could get to the opponent's back, that's another win condition. Okay. All right? Because in the nature of legs, sometimes the back is a possibility. It happens, right? So let's just do that. You know, we don't even have to demo it. I'm just gonna let Jesus take the wheel on this one. All right? So we ready? Let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. If it's there, take the back. If it's not, who cares? Han Bolo in the house. Han Bolo. We have a Han Bolo sighting. Yes. Now you got to think of a lot of things. A lot of things are happening. Oh, man. Follow him on Instagram. Han Bolo. Han Bolo 10P for life. Throw it up. Throw it up. Let's go. Maybe a false reap will emerge. It may emerge. You guys look really good. Much better than me 20 years ago. We would just grab and pull, grab and rip. Good. Just think of the amount of time you're spending in here now. Time under tension. Yeah. Time under tension. Good. Feet okay? Yeah.
I just have loose ankles.
Loose ankle. Loose ankles sink ships. No, that's loose lips. All right. Loose ankles sink ships. Let's go. Keep going. No, I was just talking. I was just being funny to myself. I find myself funny sometimes. Good, break. Beautiful. Hey. I love when there's sweat on the mat because then I'm not the only one. where people are like, yeah. I'm telling you, if you thought my nickname for the last whatever years has been Liquid Rob, and it was supposed to be, I thought it was supposed to be because I was real smooth and I flowed like water. But I'm also super sweaty and I create a lot of water. It's insane. I'm like sweating right now. I've done nothing. I'll sweat on the car ride, you know?
The guys that have to come in afterwards to teach IP, super hated.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have this other guy at the gym I met. I will never say somebody sweats more than me, but they sweat as much. And we get together and it's just like, man, it's unbelievable, you know? Much like the mud skipper, it's part of my natural defenses. So, all right, so we got just a couple minutes here. I just want you to say, you could take these games and do what you want with them. I think they're really good. I've been refining them for a little while now, and there's obviously probably better ways, different conditions, different focus of attention you could do. You could play with it so much. But I'm telling you, these right here, this has gotten a lot of people from not being afraid, right? And I'm sure, who here doesn't play with leg locks that much? Right? Couple, right? Feel a little more comfortable in it? Just think of the amount of time you're actually spending in there. When you learn a couple leg lock entries and drill it and rep it out, and then you go try it in training, you're not there for that long. Maybe 5 seconds here, maybe 10 seconds. You know, that's just not enough time. How could you possibly build a comfort level in 5 seconds, in 10 seconds? Or if you're always just locking them down. I'm playing legs all day. No, you're not. You're just holding a figure four as long as you can until your legs go out. This is not. I think I heard on a Lachlan DVD, he's like, start with them open. And that's what I started doing more with it, with people who play. You play open, right? That's why people are like, oh, the first thing you should teach new people is closed guard. No, I'd rather teach them open guard first, right? Because when I used to train back in the day, it was so funny. Everybody had their closed guard, the white belt closed guard, the blue belt closed guard, and you hold it forever. Then once your legs open up, it goes, then all the guard disappears. Because all they know is to hold that closed guard but now if you teach them open guard, and they're playing and they're moving, and then the closed guard comes out, and then even at discipline, I'll have a closed guard, I'll open it. Because they didn't open my closed guard, I opened mine, right? There's a difference, different mentality here, right? Yeah, yes, in my terms. I'm playing closed guard my way. So with this stuff like this, we're not gonna play this game, but just to show you that, like I think somebody was in Greg's, they were talking about like the reverse X and all those entries and all that stuff, how does that emerge, this and that? We know reverse X exists. We know single leg X exists. We know these things exist, so we can start there if we want, right? So he's standing up. So you could just be in any type of X situation you want. Just switch it here, right? We can start here. It's a hook. It's still controlling the hips. It doesn't break any laws or anything. You're not going to get kicked out of the Eco Club, right? So you're in here. So my job is to do what still? Destabilize him. Put him on his hands or put him on his hips. And my focus of attention should be on what? Getting that second leg, right? So if I'm playing, and his job, just stay on top. He's not even breaking connections yet. He's just staying on top. So we start moving around, working with me. I go this way, maybe I go back that way, and I elevate him. Oh, I get a second leg. I'm still trying to catch it. Get that, give me that leg. Give me a, right? We just catch that second leg, and things will start happening, right? And then whoop, now we're in this position. We're there. It doesn't take much, you know. My legs are stubby, and we're just kind of playing right now. So I have things where I do like sometimes, I'm like, how would I get the false reap to show up? You know? How about we just start in the false reap? Why not don't learn the 20 entries to the false reap. This comes up here, he's standing. A false reap is, and I just here. So all I'm gonna do is hold this false reap as long as I can while off balancing. His job is just to stay on top. So we're just moving, and all I need to do is get this leg behind the leg. That's all I'm having to do. That's the false reap. I just saved you $100. That's it. Now add in, he has to break connections. What happens when he breaks connections? You put him back in. There's your entry. There's your entry. They're just there, right? And now he's getting the benefit of learning how to defend the false reap instead of drilling the false reap 100 times. We're doing it together, right? bros, right? We're gonna do this together, you know? So we could play in that. So if you wanna experiment with different things and you're not sure, go at the end of it and just start in it. It's like I'm prescribing you the false reap, but we know that thing exists and it works. So you'll start doing it. It's so funny. Sit down please for me. My buddy, when we were playing these games, and he's not a leg locker at all, and he was this experiment, and he started holding my leg like this, and we're seated, and he goes like, and he just goes like this, and he's like, whoa, and he's like, boom, false reap. And he never did it before in his life, but he was playing with the grips, and it just happened. You know, so now when we start reverse classrooming it, you go on Instagram and it's pounding in your face, all these different moves. Okay, that's an option. Doesn't mean you have to stick that 100% option what we did, but it is an option. So let's play in these things. We're not trying to recreate the wheel here, right? Or reinvent or whatever we say. We're not trying to do that, but we want to understand how you get there or what it does, what's the control, what's the function, how does this stuff work? And you could play in it, and it doesn't even have to look pretty. What move should look pretty when you first learn a move? You know, you were a white belt and you drilled that leg drag 100 times and that thing was just fire. You're like, I got the fire leg drag now. Come at me. And then you go thing and you pull the leg and they pull it back and you go, ah, you pulled his leg back. What happened? Then you choke that leg drag and then you fall over and you're like, oh no, now I'm on my bottom and I got smashed. All right? So I want you to think of those things. That's why it's funny I'm telling you I want you to think of these things. Everybody here wants to think of those things, right? That's why we organize the camp like this. You know, but these are different ideas. Different things to play with, because your class and structure is going to be much different than mine, right? So we just play in these environments, figure it out. Don't just say, oh, go figure it out on your own. No, we know what kind of works, right? So let's stick to all those principles: destabilization, connections, frames, hands to the hips. They all work. Hands to hips from a sweep or a takedown are the same thing, right? Or I like to say we're sitting up. Now I'm just rambling. Stand up, please. Just stand up, right? So we're in here. This is a real guard, right? Inside position, shin to shin. And I'm hooked to this person. My focus attention should be on that second leg. I can get a takedown like that. Takedown 2. Now he comes up. Now we're playing. I'm putting your hands on the mat. Now I'm switching to this. I get the second leg. 2. It's a sweep. But my attention was on the connections and getting a second leg. What do we do in this? Getting a second leg, right? What do we do? Single leg, hit to the second leg. We know that when we tie people's legs together, it's much harder for them to move. It doesn't matter if they're laying on the ground, or standing up, or doing whatever they want. Turtle, breaking down the turtle. You're bringing those knees together, and you're falling on the side. It's all the same stuff. Super simple, just, it's hard. Simple, but hard. Question, last question, then we could bounce.
How do you address the finishing mechanics? Because it is more dangerous for like an inside heel hook versus like an armbar, right? Like pressure.
Well, that's your gym culture. That's your people. How far how to just get perfect mechanics?
Or just how do you get people comfortable with like the feeling of
that false reap one-handed grip is good. The grab and hold and look. You know, just look at the person. You're gonna start. I didn't do mechanics here, but like this here, real fun fact right here. Ooh, fun fact, cool. So we got one of these in here. So to get a good heel hook, right? You want to be close, you want to control this, and you want to capture the toes, right? So a heel hook has the word heel in it, and you hook the heel. So that means every heel hook should have the heel hooked, right? No, it doesn't. If I capture the toes, I could create a heel hook, but what if I just grab his toes and put it to my chest? This is a heel hook. His knee's gonna go. That thing, it's not long for the world at this point. Still, you could still do the same thing. I'm attaching to the hip, I'm attaching to the end of the lever, and I'm putting braking pressure into the side. Doesn't matter if I'm doing like this, doing this grip, rear naked choke grip, any grip you want, we'll just grab that thing and go, right? Competition, maybe you want to do it. I still feel you should break people's stuff off for nothing. So I'll give them a chance. That might be my fault. But no, just grab it here. So we get comfortable in this. That's your partner is trust, right? All these things, like nobody has problems ripping arm bars and Kimuras. And they're like, oh, we're all good. You know, heel hooks are the enemy. But everybody here has got busted up shoulders from Kimuras and all that stuff. I've been doing this stuff for 30 years. My shoulders are worse than my knees and my ankles. You know, This happened in that sport. But it's the culture in your gym. If you're gonna get hurt in comp or somewhere else. Don't get hurt here. And don't hurt your training partners. If I wanna be the heel hook man and I heel hook and rip everybody's stuff here, who else do I have to heel hook anymore? Right? You're literally heel hooking away your training partners. And I think it was Rob Gray who said, I kind of like this position here. He's just hanging with his foot over here. Right? Rob Gray kind of said the greatest training, greatest piece of training equipment ever invented was another human body. That's all we're doing. Humans interacting. With other humans, this sport doesn't work. I'm not going to be the solo grappling champ on my own, right? I can't do it in my backyard inverting under stuff. It just doesn't work, right? It's no fun. Keep your training partners healthy. Keep on the mat. That's why I like teaching like this, because this keeps you safe, generally. Still might get hurt. Not my fault. It's on you. So you go, play with this, get comfortable. You're going to build this, and then you could start just playing all day with those people. I think even Greg might have said, got so comfortable getting leg locked, has no problem just putting his leg there forever. And like, I don't think I get heel hook much anymore. I train with guys who got a little foot, and it's so hard to heel hook. So I'm just all over that thing, just trying to get it. But I know, and then he gets mine, and I know how much I could go with it. That's this relationship we're doing with each other, right? This is our training partners. We keep them safe, all right? Hopefully you enjoyed the class. Everybody, let's go. No, wait. On 3, finger snaps. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was beautiful. I like that one. All right, thank you. Oh.